Picture this, a plain apartment door, identical to dozens of others in the building. To anyone passing by, it looked ordinary, but open it and you'd step into a chamber of nightmares where silence was broken only by muffled screams and the smell of decay. Behind that door lived Jeffrey Dahmer. His apartment wasn't just a home, it was a vault of horror. In the early 1990s, Dahmer lived in a modest building in Milwaukee. He blended in as the quiet, awkward neighbor, someone people described as lonely, maybe a little strange, but harmless. Nobody suspected that behind his calm exterior, he was carefully building a world of terror. He knew how to lure. Sometimes it was the promise of easy money, sometimes an offer to take modeling photos, sometimes just a drink. Victims thought they were stepping into a safe, casual evening, but once the door closed, they were trapped in Dahmer's private hell. He was unbelievable. Even the police entered those rooms more than once. On one haunting occasion, a young man managed to escape, half-drugged, terrified, begging for help. Officers brought him back to Dahmer, convinced by the killer's chilling composure that it was just a lover's quarrel. Minutes later, the boy was dead. Hidden inside the apartment was a collection of nightmares, skulls stacked neatly in drawers, bleached bones arranged like trophies, and photographs documenting every gruesome detail. His refrigerator was filled with body parts, wrapped and stored as if they were groceries. But it went beyond murder. Dahmer's obsession was possession. He wanted control, permanence. He experimented with keeping victims alive in a trance or preserving their bodies to keep them forever. It wasn't only cruelty, it was an attempt to create companions that would never leave. Every corner of that apartment carried evidence of his darkness: Polaroids, tools, chemicals. To investigators later, it was like walking through a museum of horror. Each item a testimony of crimes almost too shocking to comprehend. Even decades later, the building's address is spoken in hushed tones. For Milwaukee residents, it represents hidden evil, the reminder that pure terror can hide behind the thinnest of walls, right next door, in plain sight. But every monster eventually meets his end. Dahmer's downfall came suddenly. One desperate victim broke free, ran barefoot through the streets, and flagged down the police. That single escape triggered the unraveling of everything Dahmer had built in silence. And in the next video, we step into that night of reckoning. The moment Jeffrey Dahmer was caught, what exactly did the police uncover inside his apartment? So if you like this type of content, make sure to follow us.